while. It's been a while. It's been over a month, unfortunately, since I last made a video. I apologise for that. Partly due to work, mainly due to work commitments and my theatre group commitments. So I can't make as many videos at the moment that I'd like, but I'm trying to keep on top of things. Now, talking a little bit more about training. As you probably tell, I just got back from a training run. And as you can probably tell also by the title of this video, this is not going to be the most cheery of subjects. It starts off actually quite cheery. On the 11th of April, I went out and I managed to do a 5-miler and spent an hour time on feet running, which was two very good and important milestones for me. I was hoping to get that extended by now. I was hoping to be get on for 6-7 miles now, and a few days later I went out for a run. It was just supposed to be a gentle warming run, keeping my muscles limber, as it were. And the muscles in my right leg around my ankle tightened up. I began running unevenly, and I all of a sudden had a sharp pain in my back. This pain got worse throughout the day, to the point where I was having difficulty walking and standing up straight. It really hurt. I've obviously rested it, and on the advice of my GP, got it stretched. It feels muscular, and may have been a pulled muscle, but it kept me off from training for well over a week and a half. In fact, last Monday was the first run I was able to do since getting that injury, and from going from a 5-miler and an hour on feet running, I've gone back down to only being able to currently do 2 miles 22 minutes, and I've just come back today and I've done pretty much exactly the same, 2 miles 22 minutes. No, it's put me back, but I've got a year to go, so I'm going to keep going. I've got to keep running. I'm still way in advance of where I was when I very first started 3 months ago. Well, actually just over 2 months ago. So I'm still on track, I'm still on course. I've got a few races in the pipeline coming up, including, as the aforementioned, Cotswold Relay, and possibly even the Paris to Versailles 16k, which will be in the autumn. So there you go. The key thing with injury is not to run, not to exacerbate it, and realise the warning signals that the injury has given you, which was I was doing far too much too quickly. And I think that's the lesson I learned. So I've cut things back down. I'm going to try and get a slightly slower progression. I've still got to overload, but not overtrain. What I was doing, I think, was overtraining. However, on a good note, I don't know if anybody actually watched the marathon on TV a couple of weeks ago. Excellent it was, although the weather was a bit dodge. And that was also the day that the online entries to the ballot for next year's race opened. And although it took me 40 minutes to actually get my entry in, my entry is now in. I now await the result of the ballot, which will be, I think, sometime in October. If I'm unsuccessful in the ballot, I've got to seek another route to get a place in the run. However, what will happen, and I'm sure with everybody's support it'll all go well. So until next time, keep up the support. By the way, it's fantastic to get your comments, and I've had a couple of PMs wishing me luck and cheering me on, so thank you for that. Keep them up, and I'm going to get through this injury, because my back's still a little bit achy, but it's not too bad, and it's and I can now get out and do some more running. So until then, take care.